Hey guys, welcome to F1 Podcast, episode 135. Max, we've been off air for a little while and it's all my fault.
We've been MIA, mate.
Yeah, tell them why. I've been. It's my fault, isn't it, Max? You can tell them.
Yeah, it's Pep's fault. He's been doing a lot of charity work lately for underprivileged children, and he's been making sandals for them in our sweatshop out the back. But he's finished now and he's back, and it's good to be in front of you again doing another F1 podcast. Thank you for all your kind comments.
It is good, mate.
Thank you for all those saying, where the hell are you, and all that sort of thing. So it's nice to be loved and wanted.
We're doing an impromptu Wednesday podcast, Max, and I've been loving the testing over the last week or so at Jerez. We've had 4 days of testing, and of course I'd love to sit down and watch the whole session, Max, but Bernie hasn't embraced the internet yet. He doesn't understand
the internet. What's that?
Yeah, he hasn't got that part yet, Max. But I have indeed been enjoying watching the cars, looking at the cars, photos of the cars and the times and things like that. Yeah. You guys have made some comments. Max, what's your comments on testing so far?
Funniest thing was watching the front wing fall off the Virgin for me. I thought that was hilarious.
That's a victory for CFD, do you think?
Yeah, it's a victory for CFD, alright. Interesting to hear Mike Gascoigne's comments actually about a car being designed primarily by CFD. Yeah, good piece of technology. Everyone uses it, no doubt about that. But he and I think a couple of the other engineers are a little bit sceptical about a car that's purely designed by CFD. Hopefully, Virgin can pull something out of the box and have a decent, or at least a moderately competitive car. But good on them for having a crack at designing a car by computer. I guess the proof will be in the pudding. In the eating, and we'll see how they go. But testing, off-season testing, as it is every year, mate, throws up variables all the time. Who's sandbagging, who's not, who's on light fuel, who's on heavy fuel, all this sort of thing. It's been no different in this off-season.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know, Vettel quickest on the first day at Jerez in the first testing.
Yeah, Webber was fastest on the last day, I think. I saw the second last day, so Red Bull's got some pace, mate.
Yeah, Ferrari, as Alonso was saying, we haven't flexed our muscles yet. Not really impressed with Jensen Button, flying around, but so be it. We'll keep our powder dry. But it's been great, all this brickmanship.
Yeah, it's been good, mate, and I think this season more than ever they're doing lots of testing on both very, very low fuel and a lot of fuel as well. So we always talk about fuel loads during testing, which means that you can't really take too much into the times. But this year, I think more than ever, Max, they're doing sort of a lot of long runs and also some shorter runs, and then you don't know what fuel they're on for those shorter runs. Yeah. So it's hard to say, but looking at the numbers, and we've got them all in front of us here, Max, and I've been analysing them closely. It seems to me like McLaren, Ferrari, Mercedes and Red Bull seem to be the ones that have pace. Yep. And I remember last year saying something similar, and then something like Brawn happened. So you never know who could come into the picture, Max. But at this stage, I think that's who's quickest.
I'll start to form an opinion in the last set of testing, which is coming up this week.
Yeah, 4 more in Barcelona.
Yeah, that's right. And don't forget the other thing as well with off-season testing is the weather on a number of occasions has been bloody atrocious. It's been raining cats and dogs, which is a pity, considering they get very limited off-season testing anyway. Yeah. But I'm hoping for dry weather at Jerez this
Barcelona.
week. It's Barcelona. You're quite right. So I'm hoping for some more fine weather. Yeah. And we'll get to see what these guys are capable of, and I think you will find that the muscle will be flexed in the last 4 days of testing. Now we'll start to see some true leaders emerge.
Well, drivers have got to get through their programs, Max, and these new drivers as well need to get some experience in F1 cars. So it's a very, very important time. There's not much testing, obviously, these days in Formula 1. So it's a good time to get acclimatised in the car, mate.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright guys, we're going to do another video, at least one more after this, because there's more to talk about. So we'll see you soon for that.
Alright, stay tuned.
Bye guys.
Bye.